Welcome to Locker Room Sports Talk.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome into Locker Room Sports. Thank you all for coming by and hanging out with us today here for another big show Sunday. Got plenty over here on the screen. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about some portal news. We got the list up here, and we can go through all the guys that's coming in and out of the portal. And also, we got some questions. I kind of rewatched some highlights of the game and just kind of finding out, what Alabama is, what they are going to be. And some of it is complaints from us, from fans that they're not getting the job done and some parts of production is not doing well. Well, those guys, they're headed out now. So if those guys are heading out and you didn't like their play, then we really can't complain. Very much, can we, about all these people hitting the transfer portal. And, just to give a little bit of relief, and I'm sure I'll have to repeat this again to walk Alabama fans off the edge before they jump. Guys, you know that Miami, all the teams, Oregon not quite as much this year, but last year more, Indiana and Miami, and also Ole Miss for sure. Those teams are early. This time last year, they had about 20 guys out of the portal. So it's not going to be strange if for Bama, I picked yesterday that I thought they would probably lose about 20 guys over through this portal time. So it's not as big a deal as you think it is. It's just not. It's just not as big of a deal as you all think it is. So, Dominine's going to jump in here and join me in just a second. Let's see where he is. He's, I don't know. Well, he'll get in when he can. So, all right, let's just carry on with the show. As usual here, we jump in and got started about a minute early, so he'll jump in here about on time. But we want to talk about this portal stuff and kind of let some of this calm down. We got to get a calming effect. Alabama fans are still really butthurt about the thumping that you took against Indiana. A no-name, nobody team that nobody's ever heard of, a quarterback nobody knows, and kids from places that you can't either spell, the high schools that they even went to, like that receiver that made the first touchdown, the big jumping grab in the middle of the field. He played at Faith Academy in Tennessee, and he come out as a 3-star receiver. And, they just put together some guys that all have the same mission, didn't make it complicated, kept it pretty simple. And what wound up happening, it's just they played together as the better team and not as individuals. And that's just kind of the basics of it. And you're going to see more of this, especially from the Big Ten because of their schedule play. Their schedule play, their schedule is going to be worse next year. Alabama's going to be Alabama's. The SEC's is going to be even tougher. So get used to seeing portal stuff because SEC teams are going to have a lot of losses next year. So let's start at the top. And then we'll look at some Auburn, see if they got some more South Florida. They did get South Florida's third-string quarterback today. Cameron Calhoun is the most latest guy to jump in there in the portal. And let's see, he was the last one just most recently. Rico Scott, we saw him today. He's a young receiver, and I think he'll be okay to go somewhere else. He just couldn't get in the rotation. None of these guys started. Okay, I'm just got to remind you, these guys are wanting to go play somewhere because they see a team that just beat them have success in the playoffs. And if they go to a team with an easier schedule, they're going to have to get out of the SEC. They're going to have to go to the Big 12 or something. So, like Keon Keeley, he's from Tampa, Florida. He could go down and play at South Florida and just have a crazy career down there. He's a redshirt sophomore. He's still got 3 years to play. He could go to Central Florida. He could go down there and play at some of them places. He may want to go down to Miami and play because Miami, along with Ole Miss and Indiana, all those teams are built off a good bit of guys that come out of the portal. Keon played behind Pierre, and Quay Russo started at that, if you want to call it bandit or wolf. I've looked it up, and they've called it both. So anybody, don't argue with me. You can argue with the people that made that and how it is. So Keon Keeley, and I don't like losing Keon Keeley because of the fact that he worked so hard and really changed positions and lost weight. I hate that for them. Welcome Formby, another lineman. Everybody hated him, so you're glad he's gone. Cole Adams, returning punt returner. Micah DeBoer, Noah Carter, hate that one too. Think he could have something to offer. I think he'll play out in Arizona. And lineman, Jalen Hale, and the rest of them we all talked about yesterday. So those are just the new guys today. Formby, Keon Keeley, Rico Scott, and Cameron Coleman. Of course, he's from Ohio. He may go back up north. He was a 3-star guy, corner. He got to play a little, and I thought he was pretty good. So those are just some guys to enter the portal today. And, of course, I'll come back Tuesday and probably give some more portal news and tell you about who else has jumped in there. So right now, let's bring on the man of the hour, the man, the living legend, the Diamond Dean. What's up, son?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Just going through some portal news.
You hear me good?
Yeah, you're good, man. 2 or 3 guys entered today.
I saw that Mbakwe. I know he wants to catch the ball. I mean, he wants to.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, he come in as a DB, and then he threatened to leave, and then they moved him receiver, and he never got in the rotation because obviously Horton and Brooks were better than what we thought, so he just didn't get to play.
Do you figure that Brooks will be their man next? Well, Brooks and Williams. Is Horton back?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Horton's back. And what about Bernard? He's done, right?
Yeah, he graduated. He's senior.
Okay, I thought he might go pro anyway. So you still got 3 good receivers. I can kind of see it, I guess, but he just sounds like he wants to play, I don't.
Well, the Derek Meadows kid has come on to make some, whatever. They're going to use him. And then the freshman from Benjamin Russell, C.D. Morgan, he looked real good in Rose Bowl practice, so he may see some early play time too. So losing those,
he's a real deal now.
I know, man. I've heard that he's like they compare him like Julio Jones. Like, I mean, he's big, 6'3", over 200 pounds. But like guys like Rico Scott saw the writing on the wall. Okay, Rico Scott is going to come in here. He's a redshirt freshman, and he wants to play somewhere, and he just couldn't get on the team. He's from Pennsylvania. He's from Harrisburg. So I imagine he'll go up there somewhere and may play for Pitt, and he could go back home and play a year or two and get some film and be fine. I thought Rico was good. I ain't got nothing bad to say about these guys.
Coming on and going to be their
Yeah, I thought he was good. I hate the Keon Keeley effect. I hate that because
I thought he was going to be one of their main. I don't understand that one much.
I know. He was in that third team spot behind Quay and Pierre, and he played a little, but see, he lost. He had to gain weight, when he come to play with his hand in the dirt, and they moved him around a little, and he did so good, man. Back in the summer, I remember all the talk about him adding some weight. He's really going to dog at this position. We're talking about Keon Keeley, in Florida. I hate it because I seen him work to earn playing time, and crap if he ain't,
Well, do you think it could be? And I know you've noticed it. God, Alabama plays so many guys on defense.
Yeah.
I mean, golly, there's one. I mean, we're up into the 10th or 11th week of the season, and somebody has a sack, and I'm like, who is that?
I know.
I've never seen him. And just, I mean, I think it's a good idea to do that, especially if you've got them. But
yeah,
some guys may not not be a big fan of that. I want 60 snaps a
Yeah,
game. I don't know that
yeah,
and Alabama don't do that because if you look, I mean, Alabama's leading tackler averaged 6 a game. That tells me he's not on the field the whole game,
yeah.
and it
Right.
was Lawson, but
Yeah.
they just got a lot of players, man. I mean, it's Alabama.
Well,
Georgia's the same,
yeah, they got a lot of players. And
Yeah.
what I'm trying to talk people off the ledge. Bama fans they're freaking out. They got their ass whooped 38-3. They couldn't score.
Whew.
They threw
Yeah, it was
in the
bad.
flag at halftime. Ty come out. They went for a screen. It got knocked down on third down. They punted ball game. So they quit. They put in their second string quarterback. They let some other guys play. They put in some second team DBs and let them get some play time. And so, people are just bothered right now. And then you start seeing players leaving and they think, oh my God, I remember seeing Keon Keeley play a few snaps. Oh my God.
Which that's going to happen every year. Bond left. Bond and the Black and
what'd they do when they left?
Well, Bond did all right. I've not heard nothing out of Amari Black since.
Yeah, Bond didn't even he wasn't even the second best receiver on the team. He was
and he did make a pro team and he plays some for Cleveland.
Yeah.
But he didn't. And the only one that Rashawn Holden, went out to Oregon and did pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there's not been a lot of success with leaving. Some of them, Kite starts for Ole Miss. Antonio Kite he's their nickelback.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know y'all got into. I saw that argument. Now he don't technically start, but he plays all the time. It's the same dang thing. I saw where somebody's arguing with you about Cole Adams. And I know he don't start, but he's a punt returner.
Yeah, that's the starting position. Yeah,
he's the only one ever back.
Yeah, he's made good. He'll make somebody a good football player. Like Jalen Hale, that's another receiver you lost. He's a junior, 6 foot, 185 pounds, but he's from Texas.
Yeah.
And he's going to transfer as a 3-star. He come in as a 4, and that's only because he didn't get to play a lot because he had total leg, knee reconstruction. He just had a horrible injury. So he got to go back a little bit, but he just couldn't get in the rotation, man. He just, it's not his fault.
Did you not hear that at one time that he was going to be the man?
Yeah.
I thought we heard that he was going to be the best of those freshmen or had the potential to be.
Yeah. Well, he's a junior. He's still got another year to play. So when he come in, he was great. And then he got hurt his sophomore year, and he just kind of snowballed and he didn't get any playing time that year. So now he's a junior. So now he's got to play. I mean, he didn't get to play a lot this year, so he's got to move. And nobody's mad at him. And like I said, we watched Bach play all through high school at Clay. He's a great athlete. He's 5'11", 170. I don't know. Where does he go? I assume somebody's going to put him at DB, personally.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not being stupid here, but, Coleman just left Auburn. Does he go over to Auburn?
Yeah, I mean he's an
Simmons left Auburn. Simmons and Fields left Auburn. All those receivers that are pretty good have left Auburn. Yeah. So, I mean, Mbakwe and Cole Adams would be like, dang, we're going to shoot over there and see if we can get some playing time.
And they will because, I mean, Auburn's got, 30, 35 guys. They have they got like one receiver. They got a couple of defensive guys that's decided to come back and not hit the portal. But offensively, man, they got the center that's going to come back that started for Lou as he was out. Mm-hmm. That's about it, man. They have zero depth, period, anywhere on the field for offense.
Their schedule's horrible again.
It's terrible. Woo. It's worse.
You'd have to be the New England Patriots to get through that.
That's impossible.
I don't know.
Richard Young left, yesterday, and he's a tailback. We liked him.
I didn't like that too much, but – what
are you going to do? He's a redshirt sophomore. He's from Florida. He played at Lehigh Acres, well-known high school down there. He may, like I thought with Keon Keeley, he's from Florida too. Those two may wind up at South Florida because they're having an exodus from their team. They could go down there and just shine bright. Keon Keeley would make a sack. I guarantee he'd be good for 1.5 sacks a game. And I would bet Richard Young would be good to rush for maybe 100 yards a game.
Well, we talked about it. I thought he would be. I thought it would be him and Miller. Be the
Yeah,
running backs for Alabama, kind of like Haynes and
Justice
Miller were the year
Haynes and Miller.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Well,
of course it ended up being Heel, which
yeah, he took
is
over at practice. I don't know what happened at practice.
uh, well, it looked like it was going to be Riley early. It never did look like it was going to be Young.
I like him, man. I know he
And,
broke his jaw, but
well, yeah, and but I didn't really care for. I like punt returners. Not easy to find. I
yeah,
mean, one that's solid.
yeah.
I don't think Adams fumbled a punt.
Not that I know of either. No.
I mean, on paper, I guess he's the biggest loss they have. I mean, Young
Yeah,
could have been. He could have been that back, but
yeah.
I don't know. What have you heard about this Arizona State quarterback? Have you heard where he might go?
No, I ain't heard nothing. I don't.
I know he's like
I
the
don't.
big name. I mean, I know there's several quarterbacks left. But
Yeah, he's the
like
number
the
one guy. He's the number one
Yeah.
QB in the portal. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I was kind of shocked.
He's well, everybody. I mean, you could pull up a QB list of freaking players. There's a dozen, and they're starting quarterback. I've seen a guy. Indiana's getting I think they're getting Penn State's quarterback, or Michigan State. They're getting one of their receivers. Or I mean, there's just people. It's nearly impossible to keep. It changes by the hour. I mean, I can go over here right now and click on this, and I just leave it up on the laptop in here in the room, and I'll come in here about every hour or two, and just refresh it, and then it come up Cameron Calhoun, come up a while ago, and I was like, well, there's another one. I like him.
I saw that.
He's from Ohio. He may want to go back up that way and play. I don't know.
Could. Another thing with Alabama is, has there been one starter lately?
Well, just the punt returner.
No, I'm talking about on offense or defense.
Yeah.
Just a punt returner.
No.
The regular punt returner's been on it.
Yeah, no, nobody.
And that's good. You start losing starters, man. Something's wrong.
Well, they won't. They want to go play. They want to play, and I understand. I ain't dogging nobody now. Like if
no, they do.
Now, let's talk about this, and this will move us into to finish up with portal news. We'll hit this topic, and then we'll move into did Bama quit against Indiana a little bit. You seen about? I was looking at Auburn real quick. They did get the receiver that Pettigrew, wide receiver freshman from. Okay,
yes.
So he's at Auburn. So they got Neptune and Pettigrew. So they have three guys from USF at Auburn now. They're still waiting on Brown, the quarterback. So anyway, there was some little bit of news chatter yesterday that Ty Simpson, don't know if this is true. This could be all a big pile of stinky manure. Instead of him coming back to play at Bama next year, there's a possibility he may be interested in go play at Tennessee or Oregon.
I know it's being said, but that don't make a bit of sense to me. I mean, I think they've been good to him down there. I know Bama Nation ain't great to him sometimes, but do they really listen?
Yeah. No, he's been there for 3 years. He's been waiting. He's waited his time. What would it mean to you in your head if you're just looking at this from a 10,000 feet? You're looking at it from way above in a hot air balloon. What would that you think that means going on if Ty leaves and is going to Tennessee or Oregon? What would you think? Not even as a fan, just as a spectator of the sport.
He just probably don't like his coaches.
Yeah,
he's into it with the coaches or the players. One.
Yeah, I think that too. There's got to be something that will grow. And I heard this yesterday that there's 4 or 5 players that are pretty much set that if Grubb comes back, they're not going to stay. Some starters from on the offense.
His stock's gone down that bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, no touchdowns. You can't go to play Indiana, not even score a touchdown. I know they're supposed to be good, but I'm still not. They may win this thing this year, and I still don't think he's the best quarterback in the country. I just don't. I'm sorry.
I was impressed with the way he handles the game, but I was more impressed with their running game. You know, and it opened it up for him. I thought I thought he did well, obviously.
Yeah. I'm
But
not saying it's bad.
he
That's
don't
what
have
we
to
get.
do a lot.
Exactly. And people in
No, I mean, they're
this era, I call it the LeBron era, that if you say, well, I don't think he's that good. Well, what he's saying is just terrible. You suck. What do you know, you fat clown? What do you got a show for? What do you even
go
talk
eat a
about?
sandwich. Remember what they told us that
Yeah.
night?
Yeah. Go
Eat
fix me a
another
sandwich.
Oh,
So, well, I'm not
no, he
saying
didn't
it's
wow me.
bad.
I thought he threw good, but he made some good plays, but I just think they were a good, solid team all the way around.
That's what I think. They're just a good team. They're put together. Sig has got them all clicking
He
together,
does, and I think
and it
he's
don't
no
matter.
nonsense, 110%.
Yeah,
I don't think. I'll be honest. From hearing him talk and see him, I think if there's a player who has a even bad body language, he just benches him. I mean, that's just
well,
the way, kind of like Saban was, you know.
I know. Yeah, but now to go against society says players don't want to be coached hard, and they'll leave and they'll transfer if you get on their butts. Well, is that true or is it not? Which one is it?
I don't think there's no way that he don't get on their butts. I mean, I
Well,
don't even. Did they even miss a tackle? I mean, did they
no,
miss a tackle in that ball game?
not
Not
really. No.
many.
Well, they didn't throw the ball, and didn't run the ball enough to have any tackles to account for.
You talking about
But
Alabama didn't run it much, did
right,
they?
yeah. So
Yeah.
if Ty leaves though, and he goes plays for another team, that tells me there's some internal leakage going on that's bad, and we're seeing some defensive guys leave. And I heard that some people are not happy with Womack because how they give up towards the end of the game. So that drives us to our next section here, Dean. Watching the game, and I just went back and watched it again today. Did it seem like they quit a little bit, maybe about halftime?
I think maybe
right before.
Well, here's what I think. When Alabama came out, it was 17-0, and they went 3 plays. They got the ball first in the second half. And I told who I was watching it with, I said, they got to score right here. If they do not do nothing right here, I think it's going to be tough to do anything. And they didn't. It was 3 and out. I think that's when maybe the confidence left, because Indiana drove right down and scored. You know, then it was 24-0. Then they drove down, but I think it was over then. I didn't really think it was over at 17-0.
I kind of. Well, they had a little fight to them. The first series, I don't know, and I don't want to be that guy. And I'll come in here and I'll say the word conspiracy, and I'll say crazy stuff like Joey the Fish made a phone call. You've heard those comments over the past 6 years.
Yeah.
But damn it, Dean, first series, they come out like their freaking hair's on fire. They are slinging Mendoza.
I know. I mean, they didn't do nothing.
Pushing their offensive line around. Bama offense had 2 first downs on that drive, and then they wound up punting. Then they pinned Indiana with a punt at their 5. Bama went zone coverage then, and then Indiana made it to the 15, down all the way down the other end of the field, made about an 80-yard drive down to the on a 3rd down, and didn't get it. They kicked the field goal, got 3. That was the whole first quarter. The whole first quarter was that.
3-0. I thought, my gosh, this is going to be a defensive battle.
I think the fourth would be.
The 4th down call was huge.
Oh my God, what a dumbass!
Which all he's heard. I know it was. I think it was too. But in his defense, he got eat alive for not making a 4th down call one game and not going.
Well, hell, he's been going for it. He did it at Auburn. He did it at Georgia during the season. And they were successful, but they threw the ball on most of those plays. They did run it once, but they've been throwing it on those 4th downs.
I know a lot of people didn't care for the play call. He nearly got it. I know you're like, really, Dean? He nearly got it. Because he spun out of that one tackle and was fixing to cross the line, and somebody from Indiana just came up and jacked him. I mean,
well, you know who missed their block?
Who?
Browsford.
Oh, he did.
And Proctor just run his guy, nearly run him into Jeremy. I watched that play like 5 times in slow motion, and I watched who's missing whose blocks. Our center has been butt cheeks for about half. I went back and watched some games. He's not been real good this year. The first part of the year, he graded well. And then this last part of the year, he's just kind of went to sleep. So Proctor and them missed that tackle. That's on that 4th down. This is the second quarter. Ty slid early. Remember, that's what set it up. He slid a little too early.
Right.
He didn't get him the first down. All right. Then Indiana goes on a big run. They hand it off, and dude gashes them up the middle for a couple of big runs. And then he throws that strike across the middle of the field, right down the middle. The guy leaps like a giraffe and catches it.
That was pretty nice. I got to give him credit on that. I don't even know if that was a great throw. That was a great catch.
It was both. I think I could give them both credit. You know, he snagged it. But did you know this? That you know where that kid played at high school?
No, Becker. No, I know he's good though.
Faith Academy, right there in Tennessee.
Really? You know he's the fastest guy on their football team.
Yeah. Do you know where? I know you know about Tennessee high school and Kentucky high school stuff a little bit. Is that a good school?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So him going there says, yeah, he's probably pretty good.
Yeah. You know, he's been hurt some this year.
Right. Yeah. Well, that makes it 10-0. All right. Then Ty goes. They throw a 6-yard pass. This is so stupid. And an 8-yard pass that we get a first down. Then it's 3rd and 10. He gets sacked. Indianapolis gets the ball. They get to a 3rd and long. That's when they throw it to their tight end. In this play, remember.
Yes, he caught it. And they
runs up the field. We hit him. It's a fumble. They didn't even. They said
he didn't catch it.
Bullshit! He caught it and run up the field with it. He made 2 football moves with it.
I thought he caught it, but I knew when it happened. I said they're going to say he didn't catch that.
It's a fumble. It's just. I mean, I know all the other 130 FBS schools hate Alabama because Bama has no fans. We know that. Now, like we may cheer for Georgia when they play Miami, or we may cheer for Ole Miss against Miami, or we may cheer for Oregon against Indiana. When Alabama plays, you're not going to get anybody to go, you know what? I mean, I'm kind of a Texas fan, but I kind of hope Bama beats Indiana. Nobody wanted them to win that game.
No, I wouldn't think so.
And I think Nick Saban, and you've brought this up, and I don't want to do the tinfoil hat again, but you get the Saban wink and nod. Right.
And they don't now.
They're not ever going to get it again. And because they did get it now, it cost them that fumble on that play because he caught the ball, he turned the field, he fumbled the ball. All right. They wound up punting anyway. All right, Bama.
They did punt, but Bama didn't do nothing. No, that was when they did something on offense. Okay, yes.
Then it was 6 minutes and 40 seconds till the half. Bama has an 8-yard pass. Bama goes then to 2nd and 5. They go an empty set. God darn, this kind of drives me nuts. It's 2nd and 5, and we run an empty set, no backfield. That's when he threw the ball to Ryan Williams. He got destroyed, and he jumped up, you know.
And I will say something, and I'm not getting in a rabbit hole here, but I watched it with Red and them, and I was like, I said something. I said, I might have give you credit for it, but I did. I said, somebody told me that they just felt like, and I believe them, that he just took too many hits this year. That's why he's not as effective.
That may be. He's been.
I mean, he was just. I'm not saying he was hurt, just a little gun shy because he got hit this year, man. He got hit
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's 3rd and 7, and Ty runs up there on that scramble. 3 minutes till halftime. He fumbled the freaking ball. Fumbled the ball. It's still 10-0. It's still 10-0. He fumbles the freaking ball right there, man. And they get the ball, and they go 11 plays for 15 yards.
Yeah.
11 plays for 25 yards because they got the ball.
Threw a touchdown on 4th down.
On 3rd down.
Was it 3rd? Oh, yeah, they would have had to kick the field goal. You're right. I think that was the difference, man. If they'd have stopped them.
They had 2 run plays, and then guess what happened? This is the tinfoil hat part here, Dean. They run. Ty fumbles the ball. Indiana gets the ball, and all that because we've done sack Mendoza 2 more times since then into the second quarter. We got him 2 more times after the first 2. All right,
Yeah, he got
Bro,
sacked 5 times, didn't he?
okay, so then it happened. That score after he fumbled, when our defense come back up on the field,
Mm-hmm.
Bama Womack goes zone.
Yeah,
What?
I don't.
What?
I
He
don't like
stopped
it.
running after him. He stopped getting after him. Bama goes on, turns 17-0 with 15 seconds left until halftime. Third down, and Indianapolis made it 24-0, and Bama quit. Of course, after that, we know the rest of that
I
was
don't know if
finally.
you know. Do you know? He lives over there where Johnny Nyman grew up. His name's Donnie Webb. He's
Oh
from
yeah,
Gilts and big,
yeah.
huge Alabama fan. He's just like, I don't understand why you play man most of the year and then you go zone. He goes, I just don't understand it. And, most people usually don't do both good, which they're either good at one or the other. And
I
the
just
zone,
cannot.
obviously, and I'm not, okay, before I say this, I'm not even halfway comparing it. But I notice even in middle school ball, if kids play man good, they struggle with the zone. And if they play zone good, they struggle with man. So
Yeah,
it's
maybe it's
just,
just either
but
a
the guy was
feeling
wide open. I mean,
or a tendency, or maybe you're just a better athlete at one or the other, and you feel like you're just naturally better. Maybe at playing, they were getting after him, man, and then all of a sudden,
it's just kind of
Joey the
like, yeah.
wow, what did Joey the Fish make a phone call? Guys, look, you're making it a little too close here. We want Indiana and Oregon to have a rematch. Tell Alabama to slow down. Would you please stop?
So
I
you
don't
kind of
know. I'm
felt
just
like he
saying.
just didn't call a good defensive game. And you can't figure out why he went.
Why'd he change?
I don't.
Dude, if I'm smoking you, I'm rolling them up like a cheap cigarette. It is 10-0, and they fumbled the ball. I don't care what they say. That back fumbled the ball. That should have been Bama's ball right there. They score, get back in the game, and make it 7-10. It's a ball
Yeah.
game then.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and then the defense can change a little bit. He goes panic mode and drops in the zone, and it because I
You
don't
think he,
I
you
can't
think he
understand
thought
why.
maybe we can put some pressure on him? We can break on some balls and intercept them. I mean,
Well, maybe, but hell, does he not watch film on the guy? He's pretty accurate. He does
he's
throw one pick a game. He's
he's
known to throw
extremely
it.
accurate.
He throws one pick every game that he's played against a good defense. He throws
Yes,
a
he
pick,
does.
and he never throws for more than 220 yards.
No, he threw for 192, so he was at a good completion percentage.
Yeah, he was like 14 for 18.
He reminds me a lot of McCarron. I'm serious. He just, he's good, but he's not flashy. He's not unbelievable, but he gets the job done. But I was more impressed with their running game, but I didn't realize
Yeah,
what somebody had said to me about the zone. And
yeah. Why don't I mean you've coached D backs and tight end linebacker. You've coached those in games when you see your coaches like your head defensive coach change stuff. What does you and the linebacker coach say on the sideline, like, or up in the box, like, what the hell's he doing? Why?
well, and I'm not saying it
Why?
much, but now I'll tell this story, and I'm not going to tell who it was, and I'm not going to tell when it was, but it's in a game one time, and the team got down to the, I don't know, 5 or 6 yard line. He ran man. The coach ran man and got after him on first, second, and third down. And it's 4th and goal from the 10. And I'll never forget it. And the reason I won't ever forget it is because I can't believe I didn't say nothing. It really bothered me for a long time that I did not say anything. Even if he'd told me, shut up,
Yeah.
he goes zone. And they threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
And I mean,
are they just trying to be sharp sometimes, or be
I
cute?
guess. I don't know. I don't think there's, and I talked to him about that after, and he just said, I thought that he wasn't very accurate and that everybody played their zone right, that they could maybe break on it and break it up. I was afraid, they'd get crossed up, run a crossing route, and lose their man, and he'd just be wide open. I mean, I seen where he was coming from.
Yeah, but if it's you getting after him is
Well,
trouble,
he's not going to be able to.
why does they need? He's getting after him.
And Mendoza didn't show a great penchant for being able to get away from a sack. I know he did get out of some, but they were straight up the
Yeah.
middle. But he didn't do it. He's not like Trinidad Chambliss,
No, God,
getting
no.
out of them sacks at Georgia. My God, that was ridiculous. And
So did Bama, just to
I'd
finish
probably
this,
get
we'll
after
move
a
on
certain
to the.
point. Yes,
It seemed Bama had a little quit in them.
yes,
I mean,
yes. I think they knew they were. I think they felt like, I'm not going to say no. They felt like they were licked.
like we
No
matter
matter
what we do, maybe our coaches are putting us in a bad position, and hell
we're
with
not going
this.
to win this game.
Yeah.
There seemed to be a lot of, like I said something over there. I said, you think Alabama can come back in this? And one of the guys said, no.
No.
And I said, it was just 17-0. He goes, their offense can't move the ball enough to. And he goes, really? And I didn't think about it. He goes, we scored 34 against Oklahoma, and our receivers made some good plays, but all in all, it was not a great, unbelievable offensive game
No.
against Oklahoma,
Yeah.
And
no. Well, they give them the ball from that punt. So, see, that kind of makes it look like, Bama may have been a little better than what they really was. But it was a good part for them to hold on. I do think they had a little bit of quit juice in them.
Yeah.
And, I don't like that. It's just not how we were raised. But these guys are different. And, some of the guys that are portaling out, 2 or 3 of them, came in from another team. Like they're not just like they come up as freshmen at Bama and, they're locked in and they're ready to play. And they said Ty was hurt and they, whatever. And once he come out the second half, if he was hurt, here's the problem I have, and I'll leave this alone because this kind of teased me off.
Pulled him, but
I do too. If he was hurt, you're a terrible coach. You're terrible if you played him. If he's hurt that bad, he's got a cracked rib. He's got a bursa sack on his elbow. And you're playing him. Why? You're doing a disservice to the team. You're trying to lose the game.
I think they pulled him. Man, I think they pulled him and just didn't want to say it.
Yeah, because he come out and run that first series on 3rd and 12. We decided to run a screen and dude bats the ball down. That's it. They punt. They pull him out. And he's saying, I read his lips. They can say he had a cracked rib. I don't know. I read his lips. When he pulled over on the sideline and he threw the ball 2 times, he looked right at the trainer and said, my back. I don't think he said my knee. It didn't look like elbow. It looked like he said my back. And maybe his back is hurting him. He did get fell on, and he's been beat up this year, a good bit. But, man, dude.
It's do or die time now, yeah.
If he winds up at Tennessee, then I'm not going. I'll disown the kid. I don't
think. Well, as of right now, and Bama fans probably don't want to hear it, but he'll be their quarterback. He threw for 3,600 yards,
or he's going to go pro because he's supposed to be first round 9th pick overall. He's not going to get a better draw than that. I don't think.
Oh, I wouldn't think he could take a chance and come back and go a lot lower.
Yeah,
but
I don't like it, but
I would kind of agree with your assessment of maybe a little quit because the way they ran on us or Alabama,
yeah,
they gashed them pretty good late.
Well, Bama looked like that third.
Their backs are good. Envy and Black are good.
The end of the third quarter, like with 8 minutes or so, I think I marked it down. 7-8 minutes left, and all the fourth. It looked like Florida State game. They were walking. Deontay Lawson and in some of those plays where they're running the ball right up the middle or right off the 2 gap. They're just walking. They're walking around.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of reminds you a lot of the Florida State game.
Yes, it did. Yeah. That last part looked like they just quit. Like, what's it matter?
Well, 11-4, Elite 8. My gosh. But here's the thing. They finished in the Elite 8. They finished 8th. You know what I mean? They finished last in the Elite 8.
Here's the thing, though, and this is just news because everybody else says that Bama's dead, the dynasty's buried and gone. That's fine. Bear Bryant's dead. Y'all need to go dig his bones up, blah, blah, blah. And that's just other fans of other teams just aggravating, and I get it.
Yeah.
But if Alabama's not good, why is it headline news for number 9 losing to number 1? I don't never remember Bama being number 1 and them beating a number 9 team and them talk about the team they beat.
Yeah.
What? That'd
I
be
just
like
think
when Bama beat Kansas State, that year. Oh, my God, Kansas State, what a run they had this year. I can't believe that Bama blowed them out. Well, of course you can. It's number 1 versus 9.
hey, that was a good game. I remember that one.
Yeah, but I mean,
For a while.
the celebration part, Dean, is Ole Miss. Let's talk about Ole Miss Miami.
Wow.
Ole Miss upsets Georgia. Kirby, did you see that stat where it said that he was 88 straight games? If he's leading at the half, he's never
88.
lost.
Yes,
88?
I could not believe that stat. I did not know that stat.
88 games.
If he was leading
That's
by anything,
halftime.
I didn't know I thought that was 10 plus points. So no, couldn't have been because it was just 9. That was anything, right?
If he's leading at half, he wins. I mean, you might as well say you might as well go ahead and call Joey the Fish back and say, sorry, you missed on this bet. But Georgia, they're going to cover and beat Ole Miss like they did last time. Nope. The players, Chambliss, put on a goddamn show that it's the best game I've seen in a while. I'm happy for him.
Game. That was a fantastic. Yeah. And what amazed me about it was obviously the big screw up for Georgia was going for it on 4th down, which, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But they felt like, again, it sounds like I'm taking up for them. They're like, we got to go for it here, but we can't give this ball back to this guy.
Yeah.
Because we got to take a chance here.
He said it's kind of weird. Him and Kirby said the same thing about the 4th downs in their post game conference. Both of the coaches said, DeBoer and Kirby both said kind of the same, and it kind of sounded like this. Mm-hmm. We went forward on 4th down because we knew that we needed to limit their possessions.
Right.
Because people, I can't believe why DeBoer went for it on 4th. Why would he do that? Why did he go for it? And he just said like Kirby did. We didn't want them to get the ball back.
Yeah,
but Kirby wasn't DeBoer's call to go for it. And I don't think most people didn't have a problem with it. It was the play that Grubb designed. He should have faked the handoff to Bernard, let them run because they all run to him, and Jam just keep it and just plug the middle. But anyway, they
didn't use Jam much, did they?
Well, he's had to wear a Kevlar sleeve on his pad. He broke his collarbone. He just has kind of been a mess. So Miami now, what a show they've put on. Dean, their defense is they're destroying people.
I'll be honest with you. And now you may agree. I know a lot of people are picking Indiana, and I'm pulling for Ole Miss because
Indiana's got Oregon.
Indiana's got Oregon. I think they'll get past them. I honestly think Miami. I think Miami might be your national.
Is Miami going to beat Ole Miss? I mean, they're 55% here. ESPN,
I do. I think so. But Ole Miss offense is just ridiculously good. Matt, they gained 473 yards against 473 against Georgia. That's unheard of.
Listen to this stat. Chambliss has thrown 400 footballs this year. He's completed nearly 300 of them. Mm-hmm. He's thrown 21 touchdowns. You know how many picks he's thrown this year?
How many?
3.
See, he didn't quarterback, the first 2 games?
Yeah.
Hey, if he's not in which I know, they're going to do it, so you might as well name somebody. He needs to be the leading Heisman Trophy candidate.
Yeah, he threw for 3,600 yards.
He needs to be, and I know they're going to do it, and it may jinx him. But at the start of the year, they're going to do it every year. He needs to be. Trinidad Chambliss is the number 1 candidate to win the Heisman. How could he not be?
I know.
I mean, Manning improved a lot, but I don't think they're going to do that again for him. He's got to be.
Here's the thing: Simmons he's going to portal out, which we knew because he knows Trinidad's coming back. And he don't have a chance to play.
Yeah, he's good too.
He got hurt. He's great. He got hurt, and this kid had to step up. And Lane was like, well, I can't just take the kid out. He's killing it out here. So
no, you can't take him out.
They leave him in. Now, and he's not just like some freshman kid off the street. He played JUCO and won. He's kind of a little bit of a Cam Newton story to him.
He is.
But the old man in the whole group of this, there's one old man quarterback that's been around and played and played and played. It's Carson Beck. He's thrown for 3,300 this year. He's got 27 touchdowns and 10 picks.
And
does he need to do a lot to beat Ole Miss, or just kind of let his defense eat?
Well, see, here's the thing. Ole Miss is not great on defense. They did play pretty good against Georgia. I will give them that. They did. But I think Beck can have an average game. Ain't that ironic that he's in the semifinals and Georgia's not?
That's just, listen, man. No,
and
Georgia.
They were going to play each other. It was set up for him to play Georgia.
No Ohio State, no Alabama. None of the elite, all these teams that are in Ole Miss ain't won the SEC since our parents were in high school.
And it looked like Georgia was in control of that game. Then boom, all of a sudden it was just, well, what killed Georgia was having to kick field goals. I mean, it killed them. It killed them. I mean, I know you're like, that's 3 points, but
does Malachi Toney have the juice to match up with Ole Miss defense? I think he does.
Oh, yes, definitely. I think he does. But I think that their receivers, their receivers are good. And, I hadn't heard of
Ole Miss.
Yeah, Stribling. Is it Stribling and Wallace? And
Wallace he's 900 yards.
I looked at their stats. So they got like 5 or 6 guys that have caught 30-something balls.
Yeah.
And our running back, which we've liked him all year, he's fantastic. Lacey.
Well, the guy that leads Miami's defense, and I did a spot on them that Sunday night, I think, when Birds come on about Miami and why I thought they could win.
Nobody's got unbelievable stats, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's Mesidor kid, man. He's got 11 sacks on the year already, and I just think Ole Miss may have met their match. I think they may have played their game and their guts out to beat Georgia, and it may be too much. Like as well as I think where Indiana and Oregon had easy games to get there. Just they didn't have to. I mean, Bama scored 3 and Texas Tech scored none. That game's going to be kind of that. Yeah, that game's going to kind of be strange. So we both agree on Miami for that one.
Yeah. And I mean, I
Indiana
think
and Oregon, man. Indiana and Oregon. We'll hit this last here. The computer likes Indiana a lot.
I don't like them a lot, but I think they win it. I don't know. It is a rematch, though, and I'm telling you, these college teams do not beat each other twice.
No,
they just don't do it. I don't know why.
This year,
it just don't happen. I mean,
have we seen it this year yet? We hadn't, have we?
No. The only time I've saw it, was a few years ago. Utah beat Oregon. Utah was good. They had Cam Rising.
Oh, I know one too.
They beat Oregon twice, and Oregon was good.
DeBoer beat Oregon in season and then beat him for the Pac-12.
He did. But both of them were close, right?
Yeah. Well,
and I always felt like Oregon just kind of gave that game, their first game, away. I think Dan Lanning went for it on a 4th down when he could have punted. But yes, it don't happen much. But I don't know. Oregon's. I was kind of surprised with Texas Tech. I thought they would have done better. But I mean, I don't know. Their linebackers are so good. I think they just, one of them made 16 tackles the other day.
Well, it was 30-20 the last game, and I kind of think it's going to be the same kind of.
Yeah, that was out there.
Yeah,
I think they're just better, don't you? Don't you just think they're a better team?
Well, they run the ball well. They had 111 rushing. Oregon only had 81 rushing, and that may be a problem against Indiana. But Oregon, Deontay throwed for 190 nearly on them, but he threw 2 picks, see, and Mendoza did throw a pick. But they were 3 for 14 on 3rd down, Oregon was. But they were 3 for 4 on 4th downs.
Wow, really?
Indiana was 0 for 1 on 4th down and 5 for 14 on 3rd. So I watched the game and then rewatched it. they had Indiana beat. I mean, Moore threw 2 picks. They come out and scored quick, and Indiana scored, got a field goal, made it like 10-7 pretty quick, and they both kicked field goals for half. Well, Indiana comes out and gets the ball, and they score. And then Oregon goes down. I think they kicked a field goal or missed a time or two and got the ball back, and they went back and forth the third quarter. Well, they just wound up, kicking a field goal, but they scored a touchdown late. Indiana did, and Oregon could only muster a touchdown late there, so they lost 30-20. I kind of think it's going to be the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. And I do like him, and I'm glad he's done well because with Moore, but I don't know if Simpson couldn't do any more than he did against their defense. I don't know that Moore will. I could be wrong, but I don't. I think out of the 4 quarterbacks, now this is not a knock on him. I think he's the worst of the 4 quarterbacks left. I think Beck's maybe a little better, not much. I think Chambliss is the best one, then Mendoza, and then Beck and Moore are right there together. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see them beating Indiana. I don't see Moore beating Indiana.
If they did, I'd kind of be a little surprised. I kind of just would.
Just Indiana don't do anything wrong. They turn the ball. I mean, they didn't even give them the fumble on that one. They did turn it over once. I thought he caught it too. It should be a catch. I don't know how long this stuff well, according to their rules, he probably did fumble because he didn't complete the catch, which Kirk Herbstreit says, I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Well, they don't either because we don't know what target it is because Ryan Williams was hit in the side of the face with the crown of the helmet, and they didn't. He got hit right in the side of the face, crown of the helmet. The guy launched into him. The top of his helmet hit Ryan right in the side of the face.
Well, they targeted Simpson too on that one he ran to the sideline.
Yeah.
It looked to me like they did, but they didn't even. And then they threw a Georgia player out, which he did hit him in the head.
Oh, that's terrible.
But he hit him with his shoulder.
They had so we like Miami to play Indiana for the title. What a strange year.
Yes, I do. I'll be shocked if that's not it. Now watch it be Ole Miss and Oregon. But
what do we know? We just pick Ohio State every year, Jeff.
They're always they always have the best lineup. Did they not?
Well,
did they not again this year? I mean,
yeah. What does that even matter anymore?
Apparently not. I mean, I don't know what that pick 6 was the difference in that game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a better receiver in the country than O. Smith now. He's good.
Oh my God, I watched him play that. I don't care they lost the game. I'm telling you. He looks just like Julio Jones, man. He's built like him. He runs like him. He gets him high knees. Him and Chambliss. You want to talk about Heisman 26? Right there you go. You can just go ahead and put them 2 guys down on the list for sure. Chambliss and Smith. I mean, those guys are dogs. So that's the championship game, guys. Matt and Todd we like Miami to play Indiana for the national championship. Now, in that matchup, within 5 seconds of you scanning your brain, who would you like in that one?
I won't go with Miami, man. Look, they give up 17 points to Texas A&M and Ohio State. 17? Of course, Indiana's give up 3 to Alabama, which that's pretty impressive, and 10 to Ohio State, so they only give up 13 to 2 top teams.
Indiana's only give up 1 touchdown since before Thanksgiving.
So these teams' offenses are okay, but it's their defenses that are good.
Yeah. Yep. So defense seems to be the thing now, and all you got to do is go out, and you don't have to have a whole team of portal guys, but you can get some older dudes like I talked about the other day, last night. I was talking about that center from Texas State. Bama's going to get him. He's got 900 snaps. He's going to play center at Bama next year. Well, why would you pay a freshman $1 million to come in, or $500,000 when you can pay this guy $1 million and he's got 4? He's a 4th-year sophomore or something. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
They've played a lot. So,
I don't know. I never, and I told.
Well, he lost it. His phone may have died on him. Well, we're about to wrap it up here. Yeah, we kind of like Ole Miss wins it all because I want SEC. Yeah, I mean, I would too. We all like that idea, but I don't know if they got enough defense, man. I don't know. I'm good with that too, guys. Don't think I'm not. I mean, don't think I'm pulling punches against that idea. Mr. Bacon likes Ole Miss too. Yeah, I mean it's okay. But we like Miami's going to be tough for Ole Miss to beat. If Ole Miss beats Miami, I think they can win it. I'll tell you that right now. Oh well. It may be a good place for him. Look, a lot of these guys at Bama that they're kind of losing out on. They're going to go play somewhere. A lot of them. They got 10 or 12 in the portal. A lot, like Keon Keeley, they'll play Bach. He'll play somewhere. They just couldn't get in the lineup. I mean, when you have top 2 and 3 recruiting classes, the rooms get tight, man. You got a lot of athletes in there running around at practice and playing. These guys are good, man. Going home for the title.
Yeah, I'm back in.
Right. I thought it went dead, but we about done with it. But so
yeah,
a lot of guys here in the comments are wanting Ole Miss to win. They're wanting SEC, which I'm good with that. I'm rooting for them. Don't think I'm not.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'll. I mean, I like. I know Pete Golden wasn't a fan favorite at Alabama, but that's a pretty good story there. He didn't even want to be the head coach.
Yeah.
And to win a championship, I'd hate that for Lane. That'd be bad.
I wouldn't at all. Hell with him. He shouldn't have left. Now, I know you got to strike the fire when it's hot. I understand. Lane had to take the job because the job was open. I get it, but look, I've said this when you fell off there. If Ole Miss beats Miami, I think they could win it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And their offense, they're the best offense left. They're the best offense left. They're the worst defense left though. So that's the downside to it. They got the most exciting player left, probably. Which they don't throw to him much, but man, that receiver for Indiana can play now, can't he?
Yeah, that one we was talking about from Faith.
Yeah.
Tennessee. Yeah.
And he said he caught 30 passes this year, which I know he's missed some time, but I know when he came back against Ohio State, they said they were good before, but they made some comments that he had kind of pushed him over to greatness because he's just Mendoza is very accurate. I will give him that.
Yeah. Was Georgia
should he have won the Heisman? I don't know, I didn't see him do nothing bad.
Pavia was the Heisman. You're just basing on most exciting player. Pavia was the most exciting player. Was he the best?
He was, and he was exciting in their bowl game.
That's not what the award is for. Then give the Davey O'Brien Award can go to Mendoza for being the best quarterback,
right?
And the Heisman would be Pavia for being the most exciting player. Now, was Ole Miss and Georgia game the most exciting game of the year? It's definitely it's up there for sure.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, it was a great game.
I mean, Indiana and Ohio State was good, but the score was 13-10. Yeah, now, I thought it was a good one.
Supposedly, Jeff says now this. I've heard this too. That the problem with Ole Miss may be that because they're saying that Weiss Jr. and the offense guy, they're now back at LSU, and that some other coaches may have left Ole Miss already due to contract agreements. So that could be a big stinker for Ole Miss because
you're in the middle of them preparing for the Final Four.
Yeah, because of the dates and when they sign their contracts, they can't be over there anytime after the 4th, the 4th, or the 5th. Because see, all their college stuff starts the 5th. So that'd be unfortunate.
I ain't ever said much about it. I've heard you say it a lot. I've heard a lot of people say it a lot. Boy, the NCAA is just a mess, isn't it?
Oh, what a bunch of crap. They don't know
can they not do a little better than that?
No, they don't. People just do what they want to. You can just, I mean, you
I
can do
mean,
whatever you want to.
I read something the other day when I was up to visit my family. My uncle's friend says, uh, my principal in high school played at Kentucky, and he played the year they won the national championship with Bear Bryant. And I'm like, Bear Bryant didn't win a national championship at Kentucky. He goes, well, he didn't. They went 11-1, and they matched him up against Oklahoma in a bowl game, who was 11-0, and Kentucky beat them. So I don't
Mm.
know why they didn't win a national championship.
The news writers probably just didn't
The
like the
news
team.
writers.
Yeah, you know how it
But
was back then.
but the NCAA, I mean, I'm like, well, why are they not picking who wins the dang thing? Here's our champion. I mean,
They don't. You know that there's even the committee that buys the trophy. Like if NCAA, like when they stripped USC or something of a trophy or whatever,
mhm.
somebody said, well, NCAA they can't go get it. They didn't get it. There's a whole that BCS now, which is a college football playoff. There's a whole thing it's its own entity, which is
I
going to
know.
change.
Well,
Eventually, it's just going to be that. There's going to be the Big Ten and SEC, and they're going to get away from the NCAA.
well, I didn't really know that. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not like, no, the NCAA don't decide who the national champion is. AP does. And
Yeah.
now that we obviously got the playoff, there's a clear
Mhm.
winner. But yeah, I mean, you
It's
had 2
completely.
years, and Alabama benefited from one of them, I will say. But one year, Alabama was named champion, and Notre Dame
Oh,
beat
they
them
were.
in the bowl game.
Yeah, Bama's got about. I think they got about three that you could go. Well, I don't know.
But I'm
There's
sitting,
some of
but
them.
there's Bear Bryant, another one.
Yeah.
That
Well,
sounds to me
in,
like they won the national championship that year.
well, in '66, they went undefeated, and beat Nebraska, and they let
Mhm.
Michigan State and Notre Dame split that year because of. But that was because of the Governor Wallace and all the racist bull crap he was pulling
Mhm.
down there to college and crap. That was
Yeah,
him being an idiot.
right.
So I guess anyway, guys, we like run back through it. A lot of portal news I've been checking here and there on it. Haven't seen nothing right now. It seems like Bama had a little quit juice in them. We'll see who
Mhm.
all jumps in the portal on through the week because this is going to go on for another week. And we like Miami to play Indiana for the national championship. And then we'll come back
Yeah,
and we'll talk about that game and we'll break it down and have that matchup. But we kind of feel like
I,
I think
I,
Indiana may get Miami.
I mean, you got to go that route with those two. That's obvious picks. But I swear, the way this thing's gone, I'll kind of be shocked if that is who plays for it.
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't be. I ain't surprised at nothing anymore. We
I
can't.
know,
I mean,
no,
we
Oregon and
ain't
Ole
no.
Miss.
We used to could lock in a player roster to get a good idea of to pick for national champions. Usually like during when we come back on, like after the fourth, we start coming back on and talking about preseason. We'll go through the
Mhm.
schedules and we have a good guess. And we usually always pick a team that's at least in the playoffs or Final Four. But this year, who
I
the
mean,
hell picked Indiana? Nobody said that.
well, I remember right before we started making our predictions,
Miami? Who had
you
them picked?
saying or somebody saying, Indiana's got a lot back. And they were all
They
right
did.
last year, not as good as they are this year, but said they'll be pretty good again. And I'm like, I don't know.
Now they'll make the playoffs. They'll probably lose in the Big Ten championship game, and they'll get in anyway. And they'll run into a Texas or somebody. Is what I was thinking. And Texas will beat them in the playoffs. Well, Texas didn't even make it.
No, I thought Texas, Notre Dame, Penn State, maybe
His
Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State,
got to
maybe.
get in. Has he got to get in this year? They're going to start asking questions if he don't get in.
He probably needs to be a little better next year. Of course, he finished. They looked good in their bowl game and beat Texas A&M, so he's probably okay. But yeah, he
They
probably
played.
needs to.
Who they play? They played Michigan.
Yeah, it was a good game.
They
They
played.
played.
They played them.
They played well. The Big Ten was a little better than I thought. I was really good.
I think Bama looked a lot like Iowa. When I watched them play, I thought that'd be a good game. Bama should put them
Yeah,
on the schedule. They looked a lot alike. But now I know that a lot of these SEC teams, because when they put them up on the screen, Dean, if you look, when you was watching the bowl games, they'll show opt-outs. The SEC team, like Tennessee, had 15
I
opt-outs.
know Tennessee was full of them. And
Illinois had 3.
Who did?
Illinois had 3.
Those teams up north, somebody said this. They said those teams out west and up north don't opt out.
No, and when you looked at the LSU and the Missouri game, same thing. LSU had like 12 guys over there in sweatpants and hoodies. They're starting linebackers. 2 of them were out. One of their corners, the wide receiver, their tailback, what's his name, didn't even play. So they're like, Big Ten's kicking SEC. They're kicking their butt. Well, SEC teams ain't got nobody playing. They're opting out.
Yeah, I thought. Now, Iowa and Vandy, there was not a lot of, wasn't any opt-outs. I was shocked by that, but I do think Iowa was good. I was shocked by the Illinois, and then some. I wasn't shocked when they said, well, Tennessee had a lot of, because there's no way. I'm sorry, I don't think I think Tennessee's better than Illinois. I think Iowa's been pretty good all year.
Yeah.
I mean, they barely lost to Oregon and Indiana. And I think they dropped one to Iowa State. Rivalry game. People drop games. Everybody we know's lost a game that they shouldn't have. Yeah. But I think they were pretty good. I think Iowa was good. I think Michigan was a little better than I thought.
That quarterback's Underwood. He's going to be fine. They got a run game, and
but now,
they'll get back in the playoffs. And I like their coach. We've already talked about him. We like Whittingham. He's a good guy for what they got going on. They're going to be fine.
I didn't think Nebraska finished up good at all. There was somebody else in the Big Ten. I don't know. I mean, they're top 4: Ohio State, Oregon, Iowa, Indiana. They're all obviously pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know that the rest of the teams in the Michigan's okay. And then the other 8 or 9, whatever, I don't think
Did you like the Mississippi State? Did you watch any of that game the other night?
Yeah. Their quarterback's going to be pretty good, isn't he?
Wow, man. I'm glad he's okay. It did come out later that his leg was not broke. How, I don't know. Holy crap, Bun texts me. He's like, oh, my God, he just got hit by a freaking train. His leg broke in half. But he got up, got on the cart, no air cast, and I thought, well, good. And then they come out the next morning and said he's okay. His mom released something and said he's okay. Hey, let me tell y'all right now, you got Mississippi State on the schedule next year and you're thinking that's a win, you better be – that boy can play football.
Oh, they improved a lot. And I know they did.
That quarterback, he is special, man. He is something else. He is very good.
As far as
Mr. Bacon.
The only teams I didn't think, everybody's knocking the SEC. I didn't think, obviously, Alabama won a game. I didn't think Missouri looked real good.
But you're not going to get anybody to admit it because all they do is put stuff on Twitter and talk about how the SEC is getting their cheeks clapped out here in the middle of the field in front of everybody. Half their team, every team's got 10 or 15 guys out. This is a Super Bowl opportunity for Big Ten teams. They want to beat SEC. The coaches know it. The players know it. They're trying to make an impression, and it does help overall in recruiting because then they can go sit down in the living room and tell the kids, well, we played in a bowl game here at Illinois, and we beat Tennessee. Well, would you like to come up here and play for us for Illinois? And the kids going, well, okay, yeah, because they ain't even thought about the parameters of, well, how good was this Tennessee team? Was they 100%? Did they even have half their defense or not? Oh, they didn't? Oh, because those kids ain't going to ask those questions. They're not going to. They're not.
If the Big Ten was a little better, so what? I mean, it's not miles apart. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got the best matchup, I thought, with Big Ten and SEC was Iowa and Vanderbilt. And there was a touchdown. I mean, it's not in Texas and Michigan, and it was a 2 touchdowns. So, okay, they're right there together. I still think they're better than the other 2. The ACC and the Big 12. I think both of those.
Oregon made them look bad.
Oh gosh, I don't even know if they had 250 yards.
Man, I
But
mean, like geez, Tom and Alabama didn't show up. Well, at least they got a field goal. I
no,
put
no, Texas Tech
before the
looked bad.
before the game come on. I guess people thought I was joking.
Mm.
When Bama kicked off Rose Bowl, I commented. I said, I don't like our run game, and they run the ball very well. I
They
hope we
do.
score tonight. These guys are pretty good. I got people laughing at my comment, like, "Oh,
Cussing you
I,
out.
yeah, what are you not? I thought you was a Bama fan. I am, but I'm just being honest, man. I said I hope we score.
They
They're not
only
going to
give
give
up
us
a
the ball.
touchdown to Ohio State.
They're not going to give up the ball. That's the thing with them. They're going to keep the ball. And why is it so important? Mendoza has the best third quarter efficiency for passing. Why? Because they run the ball so much in the first half. When people come out and adjust to play them at halftime, like his adjustment in the third quarter is the best in college football, is what Greg McElroy said.
Mm-hmm.
Greg's smart enough to know this, but he ain't looked under the hood enough. I'm looking under the hood. Well, you go back and look, why is his efficiency so good in the third quarter? Because they run it so much in the first half. A defense adjust, and they did what Womack did too early. Boom, they bailed a zone, and he just starts throwing the ball because they hadn't got a corner that can cover all the receivers. So he dumps it to the tight end, he dumps it to the tailback, and he don't have to throw as much because they're going to stick to this run game and they're going to run the ball. Of course,
they had the ball.
third quarter.
I felt like they had
good.
the ball for 31 of the 30 minutes in the first half.
They did.
I mean, they had it the whole dang half. I mean,
yeah.
And then somebody there said, "Well, good God, I hope they don't." When we didn't score, it's 17-0. They got the ball back, and somebody over there said, "We're done." It's like, oh, it's just 17-0. He goes, "They're going to hold the ball the rest of the quarter."
Yeah.
They're going to go 3, and then game 4, and then game 3, and how many first downs? I mean, they got a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the top of the Big Ten, I'll be honest, but I'm not going to say that it's just a better conference. But I am impressed with their top 4. Always impressed with Ohio State, but they'll
be back. And here's the thing, we're going to look about all these teams that's got some portal guys coming in, and they're going to get in the playoffs, and it's just how it is. If you can, but you're still going to have to recruit some high school kids and bring them in, and they're going to have to be developed. That's still how football is going to work. But for some key positions, Bama's bringing in a linebacker from Virginia Tech. Have you seen Hollywood Sutter, the tailback from North Carolina State?
Yeah, gained 1,000 yards.
Good.
Yeah,
looks pretty good. He's a little scat back. He's some quickness that could add to the offense next year to play behind a bruiser 3-yard guy like Daniel Hill or A.K. Deer, and you get Sutter and Riley back there. Hey, man, it could be a good problem because I like Austin Mack.
Yeah,
I think he throws the ball well, and he can kind of get out and run and get away from pressure. So Bama fans, don't freak out because of portal. You got guys leaving. So does everybody else. Miami, Indiana, and Ole Miss had tons of guys they're moving in and out. Watch Lane Kiffin work right now. They're already getting guys in the portal at LSU. Just watch him work. Just watch what happens over this next week, this coming week. Tomorrow's Monday. Watch the week. Keep your eye on the page and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah. I mean, looking forward to these 2 ball games. So
Thursday and Friday.
Oh, I wish they were Saturday, but they didn't go that route with it. Yeah. Everybody's like, why are they not Saturday? And I'm like, I don't mess with NFL playoffs. I guess they start Saturday. So
yeah.
But still, I mean, you could have played 1 at 12, 11, 1 at 3, and 1 at 7. Nobody watches that. College football fans, you're not going to lose any college football fans.
Not
because NFL's on.
Yeah, not a ton. Some, yes, but not a ton.
And there is. I used to work up at Inland, and nobody talked college football. They just talked pro. So there are guys out there that just want to watch the NFL, but there's plenty that want to watch college too. I don't understand why they can't just do it on the same day. Myself.
Ben says he wonders how Ben wants to know how Michigan will be next year. Well, I think they should.
They wasn't bad. Okay. They weren't bad, especially with what they've gone through, losing their coach and stuff.
He's going to he's going to play defense, and he's a quarterback coach.
And they'll have Haynes too. Yeah, I think they may ought to watch them a little bit. They may be pretty good.
And Ohio State, I mean, guys, you got a new starting quarterback. He's young. It's the same thing. I mean, he's a young guy starting, a new position. You're going to see a lot of Arch Manning's going to be back for his second year next year. Look for Texas to be right in this thing and making them. And they got Will Muschamp running the defense now. They're going to be in this thing too.
Yeah,
but
I think
come
so.
back and come back. Maybe I may go on Tuesday night and see.
Okay.
Maybe if there's a little bit of if there's more portal stuff, I'll come on Tuesday and we'll just break. We can look at that, just look at numbers and stuff. But games are on Thursday and Friday. Won't be on Thursday, and then before the championship game, sometime we'll get on and break it down, talk about it.
Yeah.
But this summer we'll keep an eye on all the spring stuff going on. There's no spring games anymore. There's no A-Day. They've kind of done away with all that, and I hate that. I'm glad we got to go. That. We were at his last A-Day. We were there.
Yeah, we were.
Didn't even know that was going to be the last one.
No. He was a good one. I just don't think he can top him, and I think they need to quit looking for him and accept other people.
He's okay.
Yeah. I was wanting him gone anyway, wasn't you?
I don't know. Talk about old Nick Saban. What did he ever do?
I don't know. He just had an uncanny knack for getting them to give everything they've got, and I don't know how he did it.
He knew how to put together a staff, and he could recruit young guys.
And I think what was ridiculous, and I'll say this before we get off. I know we're fixing to get off here, but I think one of the things is when they did get beat, except for maybe the Clemson game, golly, the teams had to fight like a dog to beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just like they had to put everything. And it's just, a lot of teams would beat them and not do much the rest of the years because they had to
miss or Texas
play
A&M,
so hard.
Florida.
It was ridiculous. I mean, this guy could have literally, and I joke around about it, he could have won every game but about 5 or 6 while he was there. I mean,
that Cardale Jones game where Zeke Elliott broke out, we just wasn't going to beat them. They led that game by 2 touchdowns early. Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. I don't know what.
I think they were just good. They had a good team. And we didn't know about Elliott. Nobody really knew until he blowed on the scene. But
once they adjusted, buddy, it was over, wasn't it?
Fans have to remember that, Saban's second year, we did get smoked by Utah in the Sugar Bowl. I was so mad.
They did, but they came back and made it a game.
Yeah. I was mad. It was 36-16, 36-17.
Yeah, but at one time there, they cut it back to a 1-score game.
I was so mad. I was like, man, I thought he was, he come from LSU, and I knew a little bit about him, and now everybody's ready to fire DeBoer. The guy just won 11 games. They're not going to fire him. Now, is he going to make adjustments in the offseason? I'm sure he will. The running back coach has been there since 2020. He's Saban's running back coach. I don't know why he's still even there. Like, why didn't DeBoer ever bring in his own? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bama did hire, and I ain't heard nobody talk about this. Nobody. Coach Clements from South Alabama. He was helping run the defense at South Alabama. When Womack left, he is now the inside linebackers coach at Alabama. And they say, which you know who they are, just media people run the state of Alabama, writers associations from high school guys to college, that he is the next kind of young Kirby Smart mind kind of. They really like this guy. He's like 28 or 30 years old. He's a young coach.
Yeah.
And he's good with the players, and they really like him. So shout out Coach Clements. He's at Alabama. He's going to be coaching inside or outside linebackers one. So he'll be helping Coach Freddie Roach with the linebackers and stuff. But are they going to cut Grubb loose? I don't know. If Ty Simpson goes somewhere else, if you see Ty Simpson hit the portal this week, I think personally, from what I've seen, Ty's going to play pro. He's got a first-round grade. He'd be stupid to come back and try to play anywhere. But he's got to get better because you don't have to play in the Senior Bowl, but it kind of helps to get a little bit. It's kind of like a good draft day exercise for him to go play at a pro day, to show up and go to Indianapolis and do the stuff and go through the class. And I kind of think he will. So that's that.
We'll see.
We'll find out. Yeah, we'll see this week. So, guys, y'all hang around, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up while you're already over here. Diamond Dean, good to hear from you, brother.
Yeah,
and,
you too. I'll holler at you tomorrow. And
yeah, we'll see what more is going on. And,
okay.
Check us back out here. May come back on Tuesday and do some portal stuff. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what.
Okay, yeah.
We just don't know. You're just looking at a crystal ball. We don't know. We'll keep on Auburn too, and see if Auburn, if they get their
they'll do good.
They'll get their quarterback. So,
well, I'll call you here in a day or two. Try to call you tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna get off here, man. Enjoyed it.
All right, see you, brother.
Okay, thank you, man. Bye.
The one and only Diamond Dean, co-hostess with the mostest, and so we like Miami to play Indiana for the national championship, and we'll break that down more. Keep an eye on the page for more portal news and stuff as it comes on. Guys, it's gonna be wild. All right, y'all have a great evening. Keep your heads clear, your hearts full of God as always, and we'll catch you later. Appreciate you. Thank you.